What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy hump day to you. Here I come on my way. Oh, man. Woo! Sorry I'm late, y'all. Get myself together, child. Woo! All right, here we go. We good? Oh, Lord. This is the wrong thing. Hi, you guys. Good afternoon. Happy hump day to you. Happy hump day to you. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry I'm late, y'all. I'm so sorry. Hey, Yana. What's up, Tracy? Creative Diva. Mimi. Hey. Mimi, I think you're one of the winners. I have to go back and look at my screenshot. China White, Nicole, Fruit Punch, Tracy. The Nelly video was nice. Ooh, Fruit Punch. Ooh. Hey, Diva One. You just clocked out of work 2 minutes ago. Okay, well, I'm right on time for you then, darling. I am right on time for you. Yes, honey. I was going to go live, but I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pop my head in for a little while. You know, we don't have much to talk about, but we can talk about some things. What's up? What's up, Authentically Young? What up, everybody? So, happy hump day. I hope you guys' week is going so far so good. Ooh. All right, we're going to get right into it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking for something. I got a whole situation going on over here. I'm looking for something. And I couldn't find it this morning, and I tore this whole area up looking for it. And I still can't find it. Damn it. All right, I have to look when I get off of here. So, for the trivia today, let me tell y'all who the winners were. And I took a screenshot of it. So, I'm just telling you who the winners were. So, oh, shoot. All right, so I took a screenshot. I posted the trivia question. Remember, it's members only. The answer was Fannie Lou Hamer. And Keisha and, okay, my bad. Miami. Mimi, you were third. But I'm going to show y'all the screenshot. It was Keisha and Taurus, according to YouTube. They answered it in 1 minute. And then my Mimi, it was in 2 minutes. So I want to be fair. Y'all see where it says 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute. So Keisha and Taurus are our winners. Keisha and Taurus are our winners. You keep missing the trivia. Listen, y'all are quick. I put it up there and boom. Y'all are quick. Worked out for you too. You had to get your adult party favorite. I know that's right. Hey, Nap Queen. You're welcome, New Jones. You're welcome, dog. But don't worry, Tracy. Tracy, don't worry. We're going to be playing all month. You're going to have another question this week. Ding, ding, ding. There'll be another question this week. And if you are not a member, do not fear. We will be having a trivia night at the end of the month, a Black History Month trivia night, and it'll be open to everybody. So, excuse me. Never fear, never fear. All right. Thank you, Tracy. I got these earrings from, let me put that link in the chat. Glitz and Glam, a girlfriend of mine. I think I've had her on here before. I've highlighted her on here before, but it's Glitz and Glam by LJ. Glitz and Glam by LJ. I'm gonna drop her link in the chat, but I love her jewelry. She does sororities. She does Delta, AKA, and Zeta Phi Beta. She does she'll do other organizations, but she's licensed to do their logos. She's licensed to do the crest and and that kind of thing. She's also, I went to Bennett with her, so she's also licensed to do Bennett College stuff as well. But she's got a little bit of everything. Y'all visit her website. There it is right there. She's got a little bit of everything. She does wedding rings and all kinds of stuff. She's done. I've ordered from her a few times. But yes, thank you. Thank you very much. What up, little baby? Hey. So yeah, that's what's going on. So look, y'all have a couple of updates on some stuff we talked about earlier this week. And then we got a few stories. And then we're going to go ahead and... What the hell? What the hell? Why did my phone just ping my watch? Or my watch ping my phone? Like I'm literally sitting right here. I didn't ping nothing. I don't know what the hell. Child. Gadgets and modern technology, because I didn't ping nothing. Y'all saw me sitting here, but I wasn't doing nothing. Why did it ping? Child. Anyway, honey, I don't know what's going on, child. I don't know what's going on. All right, so. Oh, I made it worse. Is that blurry? Lord, I done made it worse, y'all. Hold on. I just got finished eating. I must have had some grease on my fingers because, Lord, I made it worse. All right. All right. So, a couple of updates on stuff we talked about this week. So, candle of the day is Mary Cookie. Mary Cookie is the candle of the day. Smells so good. What's up, Pat? Hello. That's good. Okay, yeah, I was trying to figure out why I was so blurry. So a couple of updates. So listen, we talked earlier this week about Wendy Williams being locked out of her accounts down to the Wells Fargo. Baby, allegedly, Wendy is behind on her bills because she can't get to her money. Now, Wells Fargo, I need to understand why y'all holding on to this woman's money. Now, I know what we talked about earlier this week, but it seems to me like y'all would at least let her pay her bills. Like I said earlier this week, I mean, is she out here trying to buy yachts and helicopters and shit? I mean, what is she doing that y'all feel like y'all got to hold on to this woman money and y'all gonna let her not be able to pay her MasterCard and her mortgage and her car notes and shit? Her alimony, because y'all know she probably paying Kevin some alimony. She can't pay her bills? Hey, Star, you were one of the winners, boo. So give me your damn it. So give me your cash app. You were one of the trivia winners, so you want a little prize, honey. You want a little prize. So let me get your cash app. You can you don't have to leave it here. You can email it to me. You don't need to put it in the chat if you don't want to. You think someone was trying to buy a tiger? Girl, I mean, it just don't even make no sense to me. I don't know, but they said it allegedly. Now that's allegedly. You didn't get the notification. You know what? Let me share this. But they said that's allegedly. I don't know if that's true, y'all. They said allegedly Wendy is behind on her bills, honey, because her lawyer just made a statement. What her lawyer say?
That Wells Fargo, they asked Wells Fargo for transactions that would show Wendy was unsound mind and Wells Fargo couldn't.
Yeah, see, I said earlier this week that just didn't. It just seems to, like I said, I know for them to be able to take the extreme. Okay, check my IG. Okay, thanks, boo. It just seems to me that for them to be able to take that extreme of a measure, I just feel like the burden of proof has to be at a level that, I mean, at least publicly, I ain't seen. You know, and especially to freeze her accounts, I don't know. But we talked about that earlier. What's up, Tabitha? We talked about that earlier this week. That just seemed to be a very extreme measure. And honestly, Wells Fargo, they got some splaining to do. They got some splaining to do. You can't just be taking people money like that. That woman can't even pay her bills. Wells Fargo, you got some splaining to do, Lucy. It don't make no sense. Why are you laughing? Are you laughing at me? Oh, Lord. I'm just saying. That don't make no sense, do it? Pat, does that make sense?
None at all.
Thank you. That don't even make no sense. Child, let me go to the bank and I can't get my $5.99 out. We gonna have a problem, much less millions. They said Wendy got millions in that bank, baby. But we already talked earlier this week how they got a reputation for being shiesty anyway, child. So that's an update to that story. Now listen, I ain't about to sit here and give y'all an update every day on the Kim Kanye situation because I'm sick of them already. And we ain't even got there. And I'm sick of them already. Okay? Now, I forgot to tell y'all the other day that Kanye is refusing to sign off on the paperwork that Kim want him to sign off on, saying that she is officially single. Well, of course he's not signing off on it. He don't want the divorce. Duh. Why would he sign a paper acknowledging that you're single when he won't sign the paperwork for you to be divorced? Duh. Pete Davidson is all down to the podcast doing interviews talking about something that's his girlfriend. Now Kanye done went live talking about he don't want the divorce. Duh. We knew that. He need to let it go. He does. Because I think that ship has sailed. I don't think there's anything that you could do to get that woman back. Maybe her son needs to step in and take care of Wendy's affairs before they... But who's taking advantage of her? That's the thing. The bank froze her account saying that they feel like, there was something shiesty, but they can't, according to what Pat just said, her lawyer is like, they can't produce it. Because again, for you to say that we're just going to freeze this woman's accounts, and remember what I told y'all on Monday, not only did they freeze her accounts, but they wanted to go to a judge for arbitration before they will release her money. So I want to know what it was that this woman showed you that you saw, that you thought you saw, that you thought you understood for you to take this extreme measure of saying, well, we're not releasing nothing until we get a judge to make us do it. What? How you gonna hold on to this woman money like that? Like, it seems to me like you need to be able to show something. I don't know. Yeah, Tracy, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody might be trying to set her up for a conservatorship. It does sound like that. I'm going to be honest with you. It sounds like somebody might be trying to set her up. That's what it sounds like to me, y'all. That they trying to set Wendy up for the okie doke. That's what it sounds like. The other thing we found out in Wendy news is that Sherri Shepherd, I did a quick drop on this yesterday. Sherri Shepherd has been named the permanent guest host. So that does not mean that Wendy has permanently been ousted from her show. She is the permanent guest host. So I guess that means that they're no longer going to do this round robin. It's a different host every week kind of thing. It's just going to be Sherri Shepherd until Wendy come back. Is that what it is, Abby? They've been playing in the stock market and lost her money, baby. If Kanye would have acted right, there would have been no divorce. Child, I don't know about that. I think that marriage was doomed before it got started, but that's just my opinion. I think Kim got what she wanted and Kanye got what he wanted. The problem is Kim is ready to move on to the next thing she wants. And because again, I've told y'all now, I know I'm not telling nobody to go back. Let's be clear. I'm not telling nobody to go back, okay? Because I ain't recommending this show to nobody. But I'm telling y'all, I used to watch the Kardashians. I watched for about 3 seasons. Religiously, I probably watched for about 3 seasons of the Kardashians. And I think I watched 1 season of Kourtney and Khloe take the Hamptons or some bullshit, child. But it was around that time she was married to Chris, the basketball player Chris. What's that boy name? Chris somebody. I forgot his name. Chris Humphries. It was around that. It was before she hooked up with Chris Humphrey. It was when, actually, I watched for more than 3 seasons because I started watching while her and Reggie Bush was still dating. Or it might have been right after they broke up. Around the time of her and Reggie Bush breaking up. And then I stopped watching it after that whole thing went down with Chris Humphries because I was like, they didn't set him up for the okie doke, okay? They set him up for the okie doke. But if you watch, and again, I ain't telling y'all to watch, okay? I am not telling y'all to watch that shit. But a lot of stuff was revealed. If you pay attention to what them girls were saying, and what Kim said was she was ready to be married with children, and she wanted 3 or 4 kids, and she wanted to have them. That she had wanted to have them kids before she was 30. Or before she was 35. It might have been before she was 30. Because remember when they had that birthday party for her when she was 30? And she was all depressed about turning 30. Because it was all these... See, y'all don't remember because y'all didn't watch the shit. Y'all smarter than me. Y'all didn't watch it. But I did. But I want to say it was her 30th birthday party. And she was in Vegas. And she didn't want to have a party. And so they tried to do all of this like silly stuff to try to cheer her up. But she was all depressed. Because she had wanted to be married and have children by the time she was 30. And that hadn't happened. Well... I'm telling y'all, Kanye, 1, he was rich. 2, he was so in love with her. He was probably like, whatever you want is what I want. So she done messed around and had all these damn kids, okay? And now she done. Because she never needed him financially. Let's be clear. Now, I know Kanye rich, but so is Kim. Whether we like it or not, Kim Kardashian is fine. She never needed him financially, ever. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I am not convinced that Kim Kardashian is ever... I think Kim Kardashian is going to be like a Liz Taylor type person. I don't think she's ever going to be satisfied with just one man. I think it's going to be the man for the moment. I think she'll be satisfied with the man for the moment. She'll get what she needs in that moment, in that time from that man, and then she'll move on to the next one. Was you talking about when she went to Las Vegas and met Cher? Maybe Angel. Honestly, I don't remember. Maybe. I really don't remember. I just remember, I think they were in Vegas. I'm almost certain they were in Vegas because I remember they tried to do, they had her do a keg thing where they held her up by her legs and had her drinking out of a keg. That's all I remember because I was like, see, that's that white people shit. That's that white people shit right there. You're exactly right, Really B. I watched the earlier seasons, but she gives chew them up. Yeah, Kim deals with, because let's be clear, her first husband was a come up for her because Kim Kardashian was a nobody. And what I mean by that was her family had money. Her family had, they had money and they lived a certain, when I say had money, I don't mean they had billion money. I mean, they lived a very comfortable lifestyle. She went to the best schools. She hung out with, she went to school with the the elite of Beverly Hills, right? And then she got into, y'all know she used to do closets and stuff. She used to do the closet organizing thing and she would do styling, right? So she had the first boyfriend, black guy. Daddy didn't like him, didn't want her to marry him. They eloped, moved to Vegas or eloped in Vegas, some shit. Next thing you know, she started working for Brandy or Brandy's mama. Next thing you know, she dating Ray J. And then we have the sex tape. Okay. Her and Ray J never got married because I think Ray J was hip to the. Plus Ray J, Ray J ain't child. Y'all know Ray J chew him up and spit him out too, okay? So it was never no love lost there, okay? Well, yeah, Ann stole Brandy money. Yeah, she stole Brandy money while she was at it, okay? Then she left from Ray J and it was Reggie Bush. And then from Reggie Bush, it was Chris Humphries and it was somebody else. And then it was Kanye. So for every guy, it was a step. It was that next level, that next step. Now, Chris was supposed to be the man that was going to give her babies. But Kanye started sniffing around and Kanye liked her. And she was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Chris Humphries, Kanye West. Chris Humphries, Kanye West. Right? And I really feel like that's what it was. If Kanye hadn't started sniffing around, I think she would have kept Chris around a little bit longer. I think she might have actually had some babies with him. I think so. But she wouldn't have stayed married. They probably just would have been married for about maybe another 3 years. Exactly, little baby. Exactly. They lived in the right zip code and they had a few dollars behind their name, right? And their father was somebody. Like the reputation preceded that. They had the reputation. Yeah, so all of them Kardashians Sorry, y'all. All of those Kardashians, I ain't gonna say all of them, but Kim definitely was on the come up. Kim definitely was on the come up. Khloe, I told y'all, Khloe used to be my favorite. She's not my favorite no more. I used to actually like Khloe. I really used to rock with Khloe. I did. Like, I watched a couple of, I think it was 2 seasons of the show, Khloe Loves Lamar or whatever. I watched it, Lammy, because I really used to rock with Khloe. But Khloe never was happy with who she was. She pretended on the outside that she was. But she was the rebel. She was the one, because, I mean, the way she used to talk to her mama, I was like, damn. But again, that's white people shit. I'm just saying. But honestly, you know, Lamar Odom is down to the Celebrity Apprentice, letting it be known that he want his woman back, that he want Khloe back, and he willing to do whatever he got to do to get her back. But honestly, I really think Khloe would take him back. I do. I think Khloe would take Lamar back, and I think she would have a baby with Lamar. I think she would. I think she would. I think they would date for a long time, but I could actually see her getting back with Lamar Odom. I really would. I am not so Jeff. I ain't looked at a Kardashian show in years. When I say the last season that I watched was the season with Chris Humphries. That's the last season. And I remember that's when she first started hanging out with Kanye, talking about we're just friends. We're just friends. But you could tell that Kanye was in love with her then. They had a store opening. They were opening up a store in New York. And Kanye came to the store opening. And this is when she was married to Chris. And Kanye came to the store opening. And you could see the way he looked at her. What's up, Xavier? The look he gave her, I said, oh. And y'all know they film it in advance. So by the time the show aired, the rumors were already out there that her and Kanye were dating. The rumors had started. But this was before the rumors had started. And she was like, oh, he's just my friend. He's just my friend. Yeah, okay. Lamar is seeking attention. He's been with all these women and illicit substances since Khloe and ain't. No, that's not true, little baby. That is not true. Lamar has said at every opportunity that somebody gives him, Lamar has talked about how much he loves him some Khloe. That's not true. Nope. Lamar has talked about loving Khloe and wanting to be with Khloe since no. Yes, he's been with other women, but I mean, they not together no more. Like, what, he's supposed to just be a monk and sit in a room somewhere and just no? But he's always talked about Khloe. He's always said that she's the one that got away. He always talked about how he regrets and what he did. But remember, listen, and let me say this: I do like Lamar. I don't know this man. I don't know this man from a hole in the wall, but I do like Lamar. But what I'm going to also say is this about Lamar. I tend to give people a lot of wiggle room when there's substance abuse involved, because substance abuse makes you make bad decisions. And I'm not saying that he treated her the best. I'm not saying but what I am saying is, yes, he cheated on her while they were married, but he was also a drug addict. He was also a man dealing with the end of his career. He was also there was a lot of, and then he's had a lot of trauma. So I think that if he really truly is clean and sober, because again, what people tell us in the public ain't what it's always going on behind closed doors. But if he really truly is clean and sober like he claims to be, I think a conversation could be had. Now, that's just all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, I ain't going with you on that one, little baby. That man has been talking about how much he loved Khloe every chance he get. Now, I will say this respectfully, when he was in that relationship, when he was engaged to that other woman, he didn't say nothing about Khloe. He didn't. But the minute they broke up, he started talking about Khloe again. The minute they broke up. I don't believe it. I think he's thirsty. He doesn't talk about being a talented basketball player who played next to Kobe and Shaq. His claim to fame has been, that's not true. Again, that's not true, little baby. That is not true. That is not true. Are you watching him on Celebrity Big Brother? He's talked about that on Celebrity Big Brother. He talks about the championships he's won. He talked about how long he played basketball and how much he misses the thrill of the sport and all that. He does talk about that. But you also have to remember, too, people don't ask him those questions. People don't ask him, what was it like playing with Shaq? And what was it like playing with Kobe? They asked him, do you miss Chloe? So you got to pay attention to what people ask him too. It's not always that he's initiating these conversations. It's about what people are asking him. I think Lamar reminisces about all his exes. He was just reminiscing about being with Taraji. No, he wasn't reminiscing about being with Taraji. He wasn't reminiscing about being with Taraji. Again, it's the questions. Taraji was dating Lamar before he got with Chloe, and Taraji talked about the fact that she was dating Lamar before he started dating Chloe. Taraji started that conversation, not Lamar. Lamar spoke on it, but Taraji started the conversation. Maybe he's changed. I heard about that Lamar had a poo-poo. I did hear about that. I didn't see it, and I don't want to see it, but I heard about it. No, she needs to do better for herself. She needs a whole new man. She probably does. She probably does. But I'm just saying, I think that there's some love there, child. But anyway. But I'm not gonna do this Chloe and Kim thing every day. I'm not doing the Chloe and Kim update. I'm not doing it. I mean the Kim and Kanye update every day. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that dysfunctional shit with the two of them every day. I'm not doing it with them. Okay? It is dysfunctional. And I'm not entertaining the dysfunction. Okay? I'm not doing that with the two of them. Maybe stop swagger jacking black women and be her authentic self. Well, that's part of the problem. I think they've been swagger jacking for so long, they don't know how to be anything than what they are. They don't know how to be anything different. I mean, child. All three of them sisters, Kylie, Chloe, and Kim, all three of them be with them, be up on top of them black men, child. I think the one that's a model, ain't she dating a basketball player too? Child. Courtney the only one that's like, I'm gonna stay over here on this side. But anyway, child. Dysfunction and ignorance, well. So that's the update on the stories we talked about earlier this week. Like I said, we're not gonna do this every day because it's a child. Oh well, Yana, I don't support Kanye over here, so I will never know what it sounds like. I will never hear it. I'll never buy it. I do not entertain Kanye over here. I can't. Sorry. The black men be on top of them because they view them as trophies, hence why Kanye wants his commodity back. Courtney and Kendall are the only ones who know their lane. Kendall also, she just like the next mix. Like her next mix. Meat mix. Oh, she like her meat mix. Child. Well. Little baby, can you do me a favor? You see my mental matters right there? Can you go and get the link for me, please, and drop that in the chat? Y'all, make sure y'all go over and subscribe to my mental matters. She's new down here to YouTube. Her channel is focusing on, the mental health issues, but she drops on here and gives her 2 cents on what's going on in the world. She does her little car rides in the morning. Y'all check her out. She got some good stuff over there. Y'all check her out. Go ahead and subscribe for me, please. And thank you. Now, earlier this week, I didn't get a chance. I had it up there, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it. Alvin Kamara. Y'all may not know. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I already talked about, these are from Glitz and Glam by LJ. I dropped the link in the chat earlier. Jewelry, online jewelry boutique. Thank you, little baby. Y'all go ahead and subscribe, please. Y'all go over there and check her out. Hey, P, what's up? So, Kanye said he gave them the keys to the culture. Ciao. First of all, they was already culture vulturing before Kanye even came around. But okay, Kanye, if that's what you think you did, boo. If that's what you think you did, okay. So Alvin Kamara is a star running back for the New Orleans Saints. In case y'all did not know who he is, he's a star running back for the New Orleans Saints. Now, last weekend, the Pro Bowl took place down to the Las Vegas, okay? And you don't know what the Pro Bowl is. It's an all-star game, right? You vote, you put your players in the Pro Bowl, and they play. They used to play it in Hawaii, but now they played it in Vegas this year. They stopped going to Hawaii a few years ago. I forgot why. There was a reason, but child, I forgot. Anyway, I don't support him either, but I actually listened to the words when it came on the radio today, and I literally a foreshadowing of what he's been doing the past few weeks. Oh, well, again, like I said, I'll never hear it, so not on purpose, I won't. So allegedly, he was down in New Orleans Las Vegas playing at the Pro Bowl. And allegedly, him and his entourage was at the hotel. They had just left the casino. It was a dude standing at the elevator. They were waiting for the elevators. It was a dude there who was talking to somebody in his entourage. The elevator came, and the dude tried to get on the elevator. Kamara stopped him from getting on the elevator. The dude was like, "What's your problem?" And then he pushed him again, almost knocked the dude down. The dude responded, and it turned into a whole melee with Kamara and his entourage beating that man to the point where he fractured his occipital bone, his eye. I think he broke his nose. And other contusions. Kamara was charged with battery, but his version of the story was a little different. Now, his version of the story was that the dude was talking to a woman in their entourage and being disrespectful. And when somebody spoke to him, then his response, he called them ugly and told them he'd whoop their ass. And then he took off running, and Kamara thought that maybe he had stolen something, or maybe he had something he wasn't supposed to have when he took off running the way he did. And so he chased him down, and that's when the fight started. He said that the guy lunged at him first. Now listen, I know that there are cameras all over the place, like Big Brother is always watching. But if there is one place, and there are people in here who live in Vegas, I ain't gonna call nobody out, but I know there are people here who live in Vegas. But if there's one place on this earth where you know there are always cameras looking, it is Las Vegas. If you are inside of a hotel, a casino, you know that everything you do, say is on camera. The whole time you gambling, you on camera. When you go to the cage to cash out, you on camera. Hell, when you walk into the bathroom and out the bathroom, you on camera. If you're standing outside smoking a cigarette, you on camera. If you're waiting in the Uber line, you are on camera. You are on camera everywhere you turn in a place like Las Vegas. Okay? So you know the police got the footage. And when the police got the footage, guess whose version of the story matched the footage? Ding, 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 ding. The guy that got beat up. The footage shows that he was standing there, that he didn't go running nowhere, and that he did not lunge for Kamara first. Sir, this isn't looking good for you. It's not, and here's what I don't understand. And I said this, I did a quick drop about this yesterday. Even, let's assume for a minute your version of the story is true. Hey, KK, let's assume for a minute that Kamara's version of the story is true. Let's just go along with that for a minute. So he called somebody in your entourage ugly and said he would beat y'all ass. He took off running. You got a whole entourage of people, but you decided head trauma. Child, they said Bob Saget's death was due to head trauma. Well, I think that opens up more questions. Did he fall while he was at the hospital? I mean, in the hotel? What do you mean head trauma? Well, what happened to him? How did he hit his head that badly? Did they find him on the floor? See, now I got more questions than answers. Anyway. You have a whole entourage of people. You, out of your whole entourage, decide to chase after this man that you thought might have stolen something. Did anybody in your entourage say, "Oh, wait a minute, that dude got my watch. That dude got my phone. That dude got my purse. That dude got my phone, my wallet"? Like, what made you think? That's assuming your version of the story is true for a minute. What in the world made you think? What in the world made you think that you were Captain Save-A-Ho and you was gonna chase this man through the damn hotel lobby down to the Las Vegas and do what? So now you done put your job in jeopardy, your freedom in jeopardy, your job in jeopardy, your money. You're gonna lose some money. If nothing else comes out of this, you're gonna lose money. Now you might not lose a whole lot else, but you're gonna lose some money. You're gonna lose some money. Page 6 said he fell and there was bleeding to the brain. It's best never to go to sleep after hitting your head. You just don't know if there's bleeding. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. That is terrible. Yeah, that's why they say you're not supposed to fall asleep after a head injury. That's why they say that. Oh, you know he's gonna get sued. I'm suing the hell out of him. If it's me, this man had to go to the house. They said that he broke his orbital bone or something with his eye. I forgot. I think orbital, I think is the word I was looking for the first time. Broke and sir. Oh yeah, he gonna get sued. And it's gonna cost him a pretty penny. And that's not even counting criminal charges. Because he's been charged. And now that they have this videotape, see, they set the charges and stuff, I think before they had the videotape. Now they have the videotape, sir, you better settle this. Because I don't think there's you can never say what's gonna happen in the criminal justice system in this country. But it seems to me like guilty is pretty strong. If they got you on camera beating this man unprovoked, they said that he punched this man up to 8 times in the face and in the head. And then his entourage started kicking him and stomping him in his head. And all of that's on video. If I'm on the jury, he guilty. Because again, it doesn't matter what this man said to you. It didn't warrant that. From what I've read, it doesn't warrant that response. It doesn't warrant it. Not from where I'm sitting. Alvin finna lose his job, child. Unfortunately, but I had an awesome young man say at the win, and he was so sweet, I forgot his name. Wait a minute, hold on. KK, I must have missed the first part of what you said. He thought he was... You must be talking about... I don't know what you're talking about. You said that's reconstructive surgery? Yeah. He was by himself, Yana. He was on the road. He was by himself, so there was nobody with him. He was by himself. So I guess he fell in the hotel room, and I guess he thought it was okay. Unfortunately, I just read that. Karma is pretty much... Oh, Kamara, Lord. It's pretty much all the Saints have right now. I don't know if they want to cut him. The reality is, though, if they do cut him, somebody will pick him up. So you're right. They might as well hold on to him. They might suspend him. The thing is, this happened at the end of the season. And y'all know what I always say about people with short memories. We have all the way until September. Ain't nobody going to be thinking about this by September. The only thing that might be an issue or might make it come back up is y'all know how Child. I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. The court case might drag out. So if the court case drags out and he doesn't settle it and he's going to court like in June and July, then it might still be on people's minds. But if he settles this quietly and Las Vegas hits him with a tap on the wrist and he settles out of court and he takes a plea deal and then he writes this man a check, by September we won't be thinking about it. The Super Bowl is this week. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about it after this week with the Super Bowl, and we probably won't hear no more about it. I'll be honest with y'all. If I was a victim, I'd be suing the hell out of Kamara, a head injury. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gonna pay. I promise you that. There's gonna be a civil case. But the thing about that is he's gonna probably settle that. I got earrings, baby. My lip gloss is always popping, John. But yes, you're right. I have on earrings today. I got these earrings. I said from my girlfriend who has a jewelry company, and I had them, and I keep meaning to put them on, and I put them on today. Matter of fact, I'm about to take them off. No, I'll wait till afterwards. I'll wait till after we done. Take them off, child. Vegas would not let him off. The city is sick of unruly football players. Trust. Oh well, good. Then good. Okay. NFL barely wanted, right? They barely wanted to get rid of Chad Wheeler. Yeah, exactly. So, child, that's what had happened. We didn't get a chance to talk about that earlier this week. Child, what else did I put up there? I forgot what else I put up there. I saw what y'all were talking about with this whole Joe Rogan thing with all these people out here defending him. Now, Andy Irie said that she don't think he racist and she forgive him for using the N-word. Y'all confused. Like, are we mad at this man or not? Okay. Are we gonna let white people say the word or not? Like, just let me know what the rules are. If we're gonna keep changing the rules, just let me know what the damn rules are, okay? Are we mad or not? Is we mad or is we not? How you gonna come on down to the good Instagram and give your Instagram press conference saying that you're gonna pull your music because you don't support Joe Rogan, and then you're gonna come back 3 days later and say, oh, he apologized, I accept his apology, I don't think he racist, and I'm not for censorship. You ain't have no problem with censorship when your ass talking about something you was gonna pull your music from Spotify. And let's be clear, and I don't have no problem with India Irie because I like your music, okay? I'd have bumped to a couple of your jams, but you pulling your music from their catalog wasn't hurting their feelings. I promise you it wasn't. Nobody noticed. It isn't even the N-word for me, but by itself. Hold on, let me read it down. You saw the Planet of the Apes comment he made. Honestly, no, back. I honestly haven't, because I can promise you I haven't. I ain't watched none of his stuff. I just finished Bible study and messed up the recording so they won't get a lesson tonight. Dang, Jonathan. I think he apologized, but his apology was, my bad. I didn't know I couldn't use it because I heard Richard Pryor use it. Like, I feel like his apology was something along those lines. So, child, it sounds like someone went to their accountant and had to change their mind on who's racist and who isn't. Her music back up. India got her check. I need to know because I don't, Joe, standing with the culture. Is there still a culture? That's a good one. Is there still a culture, baby? Because that's what I'm saying. Let me know. Her creative life. It seems like the powers that be have sung in her ears. Right. It sounds like somebody called her and was like, excuse me, ma'am. Yes. Because I'm just not understanding, like, can they say it or not? He apologized a few times. The Rock said he didn't know Joe Rogan said a slur. I noticed, you know how many times I listened to Get It Together. You noticed Xavier Will. I didn't. But I don't listen to Spotify, so I wouldn't have. India hadn't had a hit since the 90s. Her music wouldn't be missed on Spotify. Who checking for her? I get my news from Tabitha really because I can't trust all. Don't forget El Teddy. El Teddy be giving you the good breakdowns too, Yana. It has no sound. You better hold up that Bible and just be like, honestly, y'all, I'm just like, I get so frustrated because, see, listen, I'm about to have a moment and then we're going to get up off of here, okay? I'm about to have a moment and then we're going to get up off of here. See, this is the problem. This is why Whoopi Goldberg is suspended for 2 weeks, but Joe Rogan still got his damn show. Because nobody take us seriously. And you know why nobody takes us seriously? It's because they know that we can't even fucking agree on what we are and what we are not offended by. Let's be clear. The Jewish community ain't never been confused about what they are and what they are not offended by. Okay? Let's be clear. The LGBTQ community ain't never confused. Oh, that's what I forgot to say. See, that reminded me. We do have something else to talk about. We got to talk about Adele. Let me finish my rant and we're going to get to her. They're never confused about what they're offended by. But us, we always got to take a litmus test and we always got to throw a fucking feather in the air and see which way it blows for us to decide whether something is offensive or not. At the end of the day, whether you as a black person chooses to use the word or not, it is offensive when anybody outside of black people use it, period. And I'm not going to sit here and debate what we say. I don't give a fuck what we say. I hear gay people make slurs at each other all the time, but I bet you I'll never say it. I promise you I'll never say it. You know why? Because it ain't for me to say. Now, if they want to say it to each other, they can say it to each other all day long, and I will sit in the sidelines on it. I won't even laugh when it is being said. You know why? Because it ain't for me to laugh at. That's a joke amongst them. You ever heard the term membership has its privileges? It was like a big catchphrase in the 80s for American Express. It was like the elite of the elite credit card, and it was like membership has its privileges. Well, damn it, membership has its privileges. And if you're not a member, you don't get to do it. Now, whether you as a black person choose to use the word or not, that is your Pennsylvania privilege. Shout out to Spilly Boy. That is your Pennsylvania privilege, whether you want to use it or not. But don't sit here and tell me who can and can't because of what I do with my mouth. That didn't come out right. Y'all know what I mean. The words that I use. Right. I agree, Tabitha. She don't speak for me. But her about face was so fast and so quick. I got fucking whiplash. I said, well, damn. They are getting comfortable with saying it, but they're getting comfortable with saying it because we can't agree on whether it's offensive or not. Whoopi Goldberg made a statement about humanity and whether Jewish, and that fact that she didn't even know or understand that the Jewish religion, the Jewish people was considered a race on top of a religion. She was educated on it, and her ass is still sitting home for 2 weeks not getting paid. This man has a whole blooper reel of him saying nigga. And we can't decide whether we are mad about it. We can't decide whether that makes him racist. We can't decide whether we're offended by that or not. Are you freaking kidding me? That is why they don't take us seriously. That is why somebody will never get fired for offending us. Because we can't even agree on whether we offended. I'm sorry, y'all. I went left. It made me mad. It made me mad. I needed a minute. I'm back now. I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. But that just be making me mad. And I got to sit in a classroom full of kids and explain to them why they supposed to be offended when somebody says it. I told you that story before when I worked at the jail. And the white boy, sweet guy, no problems with him at all. And the white boy, he said to me, he asked me the question. He said, Mrs. So-and-so, I understand that I can't say the word. I get it. He said, but why does he get to say the word? And he pointed at one of the Latino kids in the room. And we proceeded to have a really big conversation, a good conversation, a deep conversation about the word, the origins of the word. Hell, I showed him a damn documentary on the word nigga. It's a documentary. It's called, I think it's called Nigga. And it has Whoopi in it. It talks about Richard Pryor. It talks about, it went all the way back to like Mom's Mabley. And it talked about the use of the word in comedy and the origin. Like, it was a really good documentary. We sat there, we watched the documentary. What's up, King Retro? Hey, boo. We watched the documentary. We went through all of that. And by the time it was over with, my black boys, because they used to separate the girls and the boys. So I would have a class of boys and a class of girls. So in my class of my boys, we did this over a 2-day conversation. That one question turned into a 2-day lesson. I threw away whatever I was supposed to be doing, and we talked about that for 2 days. We watched the documentary. We had conversation about it. And when we got done, because at the beginning, one of my kids, I think I told y'all this story before, one of my kids told me, well, the Latinos, they get to say it because they've been oppressed like us and they understand our pain, right? And I didn't correct them. I didn't say nothing. I said, okay, cool. By the time we got done, over those 2 days of me talking to them about it and us having open conversations, and we watched that documentary, that same kid said to me, he said, you know what? I changed my mind. I said, really? He said, can't nobody say the word. I said, well, my job here is done. Because he went from feeling like it was okay for the Latino kids to say it because they all right there together in the struggle to understanding that it ain't the same. Exactly, Crispies. Exactly. I'm done. Fruit punch, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I think the documentary is called Nigga. It was on DVD, but I'm sure it's probably on Hulu or something like that. Hell, you could probably find it this month because, you know, this month they dust off all the black shit. It's probably on Hulu or Netflix or Amazon Prime because, you know, for the next, what day we on 9? For the next 21 days, you're going to be able to find all the black shit. Y'all know that. Every black documentary movie ever made, you're going to be able to find it for the next 21 days. So I really think it's just called Nigga. But it's got Whoopi Goldberg in it. They have video clips of Richard Pryor and all of that. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably in my because I haven't used it since I left the jail. So it's probably still in my it's probably still in the house. Let me see I'll see if I can find it. But I really think it's just called Nigga. I really think that's what it's called. Oh, well, this really wasn't the topic, King Retro. I kind of went left. I kind of went off the rails a little bit. So let's talk about Adele, and then we're going to get out of here, child. I ain't like the remake of Roots. I like the original Roots, and that's it. That's all. Give me LeVar Burton. Give me John Amos. Give me, what's my girl? Leslie Uggams, okay? Give me, oh, shoot. What's my man? Fiddler. Give me, Louis Gossett Jr., okay? I want the original. I don't like the remake. Especially since they put damn T.I. in the remake. The hell? No, ma'am. Have I ever heard of A.G. Gaston? No, I gotta Google that. Hey, Miss Venus. No, I gotta look that up. Y'all know I stopped doing Sister's Child. Yes, Clifford is in the remake of the damn Roots. I said, no, ma'am. Nope. You won't get nope. No, I'm Not Your Negro. That was James Baldwin. I'm gonna look it up for y'all. It's a documentary. Y'all know I keep remembering that it had Whoopi in it. Y'all know I remember it got Whoopi in it. But it's a DVD. I have it on DVD. I know even though I don't watch DVDs anymore, I can't say the last time I looked at a DVD. That's not a DVD I would have got rid of. Like I would still have that in my collection. So I'm gonna go look for it. It's either at school now, it's either in my DVDs that I took to where I work now, or it's still upstairs in my office upstairs. So I'm gonna have to look for it. I'm gonna look for it, y'all. I gotta find it. I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna look for it though. I'm gonna look for it. Then we have a whole president who said the N-word on well, first of all, the answer is we probably did. But my question is, which president you talking about? Who said it? I mean, I know Lyndon Johnson said it all the time, child. Lyndon Johnson was a good old Dixiecrat, child. He said nigga all the time, child. I mean, hell, we had presidents who owned slaves. I mean, yeah, look that one up. He was a black billionaire who helped finance the civil rights movement. You know what? Okay, I am going to look him up. I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm going to look him up. Obama said it a few times. Obama could say it. I don't care. It might be the N-word, Tabitha. It might be the N-word. That might be what it's called. Hey, Miss Honey. Miss Honey, when you coming over to TSF Entertainment and come over to the panel and talk about a little bit of Force with us? I see you reviewing Force. When you gonna come over there and talk to us about it? We go live on Sundays. I don't want to infringe on your time, but we usually do the live Sundays around 12:30, 1 o'clock. Would love for you to join us one Sunday. I like the first 39 minutes of the Roots remake because we spent more time in Africa, but as soon as they got on the ship, I had to turn it off. I will say this, Xavier. I think I looked at the first episode of it, and that's how I knew I didn't want to see no more. I will say this. I do appreciate, as someone who has had to teach about slavery and explain a lot about what slavery, I do appreciate that in the Roots remake, they did a good job of showing more of the fact that Africans, that it was a more intricate system in Africa, that it wasn't like a basic thing. It was a more intricate system, and that Africans actually owned slaves and slavery wasn't a foreign concept to them. And so when these white men came over wanting slaves, it wasn't like, oh my goodness, slavery. It was like, all right, you can take them because, you know what I'm saying? But again, it wasn't the same system. But anyway, I appreciated because that's something I've always had to explain to my students. And so I will say that in the first episode, they did do a good job of that. Tabitha, they did a remake maybe about 4 or 5 years ago now. Might have been a little bit longer than that. It might have been a little bit longer than that. But yeah, they did a remake about maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. It might have been. Check the copyright year on that for me, Xavier, if you can. Or IBDM or IDBM, whatever it's called. But it was a while ago. But yeah, T.I.'s in it, child. So that lets you know right there how I feel about it. I remember getting put out of class when my teacher made us watch Roots because I kept laughing at some of the scenes. Yeah, I probably would have been that teacher to put you out. 2016? Okay. So yeah, so I was right about 4 or 5 years ago. I'm there. Drop the link to the podcast panel. I got my fingers crossed for book 4. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Miss Honey, I'll hit you up on Instagram. I'm pretty certain we're going live this Sunday. We've been doing a good job of being consistent with the Sundays. So I'll drop you, I'll hit you up Sunday with the link, or Well, we usually don't do the link until Sunday, but I'll see if we can set it up a little early so I can get you the link. The dude from Bridgerton played Chicken George. For real, the dude, he played Chicken George. Now, that might be worth going to watch. That might be worth going to go watch Chicken George. You can watch the N-word on YouTube. Hold on, let me make sure it's the same one. Let me see if it's the right one. I think that's right, though, the N-word. Hold on, what? TSF only let you be in the chat because you too violent. You are violent. We already reviewing a violent show, so we don't need. We already got Retro talking about, what did he say? Turning the water off. Talking about turning the damn water off. Let me see. The N-word docu. Okay. I don't see it, but if y'all say it's here, then it's here. They show me everything except for what I'm looking for. But if y'all say it's on YouTube, I believe y'all. If you don't see Whoopi, it ain't the one I'm talking about. But I'm trying to think of who else was in there other than Whoopi. I believe Whoopi, who's the guy that used to write for Richard Pryor, passed a few years ago? He wrote for the Dave Chappelle show. The comedian, he was in there. T.I. was in one of the scenes in the Civil War shooting people like he was on Bankhead Street. See, that's why I can't do him. 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 Paul Mooney. Yeah, Paul Mooney. Thank you. Paul Mooney was in there. I can't remember who else. Like I said, they showed clips of Richard Pryor. And they talked about the comedy. Chris Rock. Yeah, Chris Rock was in there. They did go through the history. They did talk about the history of the word, but they talked about it being used in mainstream and why, comedians and other people, but it was good. Like I said, it kept my kids interested because it had like Richard Pryor and, and again, we had to sort of, I don't want to say desensitize, because I did have a mixed class, but that was the conversation at the time. This white kid was like, look, I know I can't say it. I ain't even sitting here. I ain't even questioning why I can't say it. I just don't understand why I can't say it, but he can say it. And again, it just turned into a really, really good conversation. Check IG. Okay. You know what, Xavier? Ebby, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we can't. That's why, y'all, right there. That's why right there. That's why. Ebby always trying to. That's why. All right, so let's talk about Adele, and we're going to get on out of here. Now, I know people mad at Adele. KK, I saw what you had to say about Adele. Okay? I know we mad at Adele, okay? But y'all, Adele, what's up, Yusef in the building for a bit live. We'll watch. Thank you, Yusef. How you doing, dog? If this is the right one, I'll send you the link. I don't know if this is it. Hold on. If this is the right one, I'll send you the link. Tabitha.
Time somebody called me nigga, it was probably
Yeah, this is it. I'll send you the link, Tabitha. This is the right one. Thank you, Tracy. This is the right one. I'll send you the link as soon as I get off of here, Tabitha. Matter of fact, let me drop the link. I'll drop the link in the chat. And it looks like it's broken up into segments. So y'all know how YouTube is. Once you find the first segment, it'll take you to the next segment, the next segment, the next segment. So, but I'm gonna drop the link in the chat and it'll take you to the first segment. But and I'll put it if y'all remind me, I'll put it on my community wall too. Okay, that's the link to the first segment. And then, like I said, that first segment will take you to the whole playlist. But it looks like it's broken up into like a playlist where they have it, it's like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 7 minutes. So, but you just put it and you just watch it all the way through. All right, let's talk about Adele. So Adele won an award last night and not allegedly, she said it. She was in front of a crowd of, I guess the way it's worded is that she was in front of an LGBTQIA type crowd. Adele accused of transphobia by some. She said loves being a woman at a gender neutral award show. Now listen. See? I am not in the business of telling somebody what they should and shouldn't be offended by. Let's be clear. I can't sit here and tell transgender women not to be offended by Adele making a statement like that in front of a gender neutral crowd. However, I really don't think she meant anything by it. I don't think I didn't say it was the LGBTQIA crowd. I said they said it was a gender neutral crowd. But I don't think, first of all, I don't even know what that means, gender neutral. I don't even know what that means. I'm not being funny. I don't even know what that means, a gender neutral crowd. I don't even know what that means. So you mean that the whole audience was gender neutral people? I don't know what that means. Because like Xavier said, it was a a Brit Awards show. It was a Brit Awards show. I do not think that her saying, I love being a woman, one, I don't think it is. Again, I can't tell somebody how to be offended, but I don't think that is something that somebody should be offended by. If you're a woman and you love being a woman, why would that offend someone who is transgender? She didn't say, I love being a natural woman and you are lesser than me because I am a natural woman. I just think people mad at Adele because she canceled her Vegas residency and people in their feelings. Because honestly, I don't think that that's offensive. And again, y'all, I preface by saying I ain't trying to tell somebody what they should and shouldn't be offended by. But I just don't see how that's offensive. Now, I'm sorry. Neutral meaning that there are many gays and trans and straight in the audience. Okay, thank you. Mwah. You know what, Tabitha? I'm about to cash out you $10 because you was the first one, the only one to notice. Yes, these are new glasses. I just picked them up today. Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you, Tabitha. The categories were gender neutral, so there wasn't a best female. Oh, see, that makes sense. Thank you, Xavier. That makes sense. The categories were gender neutral. Got it. Everyone is hypersensitive. Men triggered by women. Black triggered by light. White triggered by. I agree. Thank you, Tabitha. I agree, you seven. That's what we were talking about. Like this whole cancel culture and people like we don't create a safe environment for people to learn. So people do feel like they can't speak out. And then that's how the ignorance continues to fester because people feel like they can't be honest in their ignorance. And the reality is a lot of us are ignorant. A lot of us don't know. A lot of us walk around trying to figure it out. But because we have created this cancel culture where the minute you say something and that you can't apologize for it, learn from it, and us move forward, now all of a sudden Everybody ready to just cancel each other. So y'all, when I say y'all know what I'm saying, y'all. So y'all mad at Adele for saying she loved being a woman because y'all offended? You want to talk about that? Okay. Yusef has a channel too, y'all. Y'all go check out Yusef's channel. He does have those types of conversations over there on his channel. Y'all, somebody, one of my mods find Yusef's link for me, please. Y'all drop Yusef's link and y'all, because he does have those types of conversations over there on his channel. It wasn't the trans community. The original post was started by a gay cisgender man who was being divisive. That sounds about right. So she beat out man, and it's a problem. The music industry is male-dominated industry. Why can't she be proud? Exactly. I knew y'all asses. I've been watching Really Be. Well, thank you, Yusef. Thank you, boo. I'm so confused, child. Thank you, Xavier. Xavier said it was not the trans community, okay? It was a cisgender man who was in his fifis. But that sounds about right. But see, that's the stuff that I'm talking about, y'all. Thank you, Yana. You tell your husband I said hey there. Thank you so much for his support. You have a new channel now? Okay. All right. We be all around these streets. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying, y'all, at the end of the day, I saw that, and again, I know people mad at Adele. I know y'all in y'all feelings about Adele right now. Oh, speaking of which, before I forget, because Abby, when I called you yesterday, I meant to tell you this, girl. I forgot. You know that Jada Essence Hall is now on RuPaul's review. I think she took Evie Oddly's spot. I don't think Evie Oddly's in it anymore, and she's now a part of the RuPaul review. I gotta get there now because y'all know how I love me some Jada Essence Hall, honey. Y'all know how much I love me some Jada Essence Hall. So we gotta get there, Abby. We gotta get there. Anyway, I'm not mad at Adele either, Yusef. I really am not. I mean, as far as the whole Vegas residency thing, at the end of the day, people can get mad at her because they can come up with all these other reasons about why she canceled her residency or why she. Oh, for real? Oh, Abby, girl, I'm calling you. We got to do it. We got to make it happen. We got to get there. Okay. But, because y'all know how much I love me some Trinity K. Bonet. And you know who Trinity K. Bonet's good girlfriend is? Rico Cassadine. So, baby, we might be able to get, like, in there. We might be able to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Might make a... Anyway, probably... Folks are probably more offended by Nelly's over... Child, we're not going to talk about... Listen, we're not going to talk about Nelly and whatever that situation was yesterday. Been subbed to Trinity before she got on Drag Race. I know, right? Well, I wasn't. I'm not going to lie and say I wasn't. But, baby, when I say I have loved her since Drag Race, baby. I mean, I can admit that prior to RuPaul's Drag Race opened up that world to me. Like, I knew drag queens existed. Like, I knew they existed. But as far as knowing about the culture and going to drag shows in person and knowing the different drag stars in different areas, like, I was new to all of that. I mean, I've definitely, you know, gotten more into it. But I remember I've been watching Drag Race since season 1, and it just opened up a whole world to me. Opened up a whole world to me. But yeah, y'all be great. Get off of here. So let me say it one more time. Shout out to the winners for today. Members only trivia, Black History Month trivia. The question was community organizer and civil rights leader who helped who was the co-founder of the Freedom Democratic political party. Is that what it was? And the answer, of course, was Fannie Lou Hamer. And the winners are Taurus, my sister, and Keisha. Keisha, I know I have your address. I don't think I have your Cash App. So if you in the bushes, you're going to drop down. You're going to drop down. So, and again, if you were a member, be on the lookout. There'll be another question later on this week. So be on the lookout. And if you are not a member, do not worry. Okay, do not worry. We will be having a trivia night at the end of the month. And it'll be open to everybody. Okay, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Fannie Lou Hamer has been so. Oh, I love Fannie Lou Hamer and her story, like what she went through. I was actually looking at a documentary Sunday on sharecropping, and she was one of the first people to speak out. Like the owner, the person whose land she lived on, he like physically had her picked up and carried off of her land and thrown, like literally thrown off of her land for speaking out against the things that he was doing. And he was a U.S. congressman. Anyway. If you are not subscribed to the channel, you guys, please hit that subscribe button. It's 82 people in the room. Please hit that subscribe button. And if you have not already, please hit that like button. And I will see y'all back here. I'm gonna try to do a Real Housewives of New Jersey review tomorrow with y'all and Lil Baby. I have a doctor's appointment after work, so I'm not sure what my timeline is gonna be looking like. So I will try my best to get that done tomorrow if I get home early enough, excuse me. If not, I'll be back on Friday. We'll talk a little talk on Friday. But yeah, I will see y'all later. Peace. Talk to y'all later.